Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading Satellite Office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is Tuesday, January the 8th, 2013, and here's today's midday market update brought to you by wallstreettrading.com. I want to first start off by taking a look to see how the indices are trading so far this morning here, or I should say this afternoon. The Dow Jones is down 71 points. The comp is down 17. The Russell is down 3. The S&P is down a little bit over 7.5 points here, 7.82. Taking a look at a couple of the key sectors here in commodities, GLDs up $1.19. GDX, gold miners, went from negative to positive. That's pretty good. JJC copper is down 11 cents. SLV silver holding that key 29 level that we've discussed in the weekend review videos that you can find on our website at wallstreettrading.com. And in the upper right hand side at the My Wall Street TV tab where we archive all our videos. So in any case, SLV is holding that key 29 level. USO's pretty much flat, down 9 cents. Oil index, the XOI, is down 2 1/4, and the BKX, the banking index, is down 50 cents, half a point. All right, so taking a look at the market here. The market finally broke down out of that little 4-day range, or call it 5-day range that we were trading in. As you can see here on the left-hand side is our 15-minute chart of the ES. And you can see here we've pretty much been in that range, for one overnight session, 1 day session, one overnight session, 1 day session, overnight day. You guys get the point. We've been in this range here. Whenever you have a nice little range and you have a break and hold below that range, obviously sellers are going to come in. Whenever you have a break and hold above the range, buyers are going to come in. You can see here we've pretty much been having trouble breaking above this 1457.50 level. So before we were having trouble breaking past 1460. Then they trapped some longs. Then we had trouble breaking past above 1457. What does this mean? That means people are starting to sell the market, and you can see that the offers, people are starting to basically have like a held offer around the 1457.50 level. Same type of scenario that we had in Monsanto this morning, which we'll discuss, and which if you go to Wall Street Trading Facebook page, I had the link going to my website, channelguidetrader.com, showing you guys a trade review that we called out in Monsanto this morning in our live trading room. So in any case, the ES, back to the ES here, ES holding below 1452 is what I've been preaching to the guys in the room. If we hold below 1452, look for some selling pressure. Well, that came today. You can see here in our 5-minute chart, we broke below 1450.75, yesterday's lows. Then we traded below 1452. Some levels that I gave out on my personal Facebook and in the chat room this morning: 1452 support 1, 1448 support 2, 1444 support 3. We came all the way to a low of 1446 and we bounced all the way back up to 1450. You can see how we were trying to chop around here around 1448 as we had some people trying to buy that first level, that second level of support, and then they knocked those people out a little bit down to 1446, and now we pop back up. Going into the afternoon session, if we continue to hold below yesterday's lows, 1450.75, possibly look for a move back down towards 1446. We break below 1446, watch 1444, 1442. If we move back above this 1450.75 level on the ES here, look for a move back up, possibly back up towards 1452, of course, and then possibly back up towards 1453, half the opening price. For some of you guys out there that trade the ETFs, let's take a quick look at the ETFs here. The SPY, you can see, broke below yesterday's lows, 145.43. And now the low of the day on the SPY is around 144.98. Next support, if we break today's lows that we have right now currently, will go down towards 144.75 or so. Taking a look at the IWM here at the bottom left side, IWM's chopping around the previous day's lows right here around 86.61. The low of the day is 86.40. That could be a possible target if we continue to sell. If we move back to the top side, you want to be watching 86.76, yesterday's opening price. And then the previous day's close today for 86.87 on the IWM. Last but not least, the triple Qs, all right, came right into this little key level of support, 66.20 level. We got to bounce off of it, and now it looks like we're kind of trying to roll right back over there. We'll see. You can see right out the gate, the triple Qs were weak as well after a little pop up, then right back to the downside. So let's go ahead and talk about a couple key stocks that we were talking about this morning in the room. All right, first stock that we were talking about. Let me see what Apple's doing real quick here. All right, so Apple did gap up and sell off. In any case, couple of trades we talked in the room here. Monsanto We're looking for that for a pullback buy setup, but we also faded it as well. Watch for potash for a move on the open to the top side. That happened, but then that faded. GameStop holding below 22.75. Look for weakness. Holding above 22.75, look for buyers. And then GG holding below 34, look for some selling pressure. Continue sell pressure to 33. At the same time on GG, we mentioned in the room this morning, maybe look for a little sell-off, and then look for a nice little reversal as it was coming into some key areas from that little gap down that it had this morning. All right, so in any case, let's go and take a look at these charts here. First trade, Monsanto. Don't want to make this video too long. First trade, Monsanto. You got your 5-minute chart right here that I'm zooming in right now, and right above that is your 50-minute chart. And this looks pretty good. Like it wants to go back to the top side. For some reason, Monsanto did a little shakeout here for some sell pressure. Take a look at this 1-minute chart, little mini flash crash intraday that is now reversing. Who knows, manipulation? I don't know. In any case, Monsanto, we're looking for a fade down. We got short around the 99.50 level. Started to notice some weakness on the tape, then started holding below 99.30, which also lined up with the opening price. We called it for a short around 99.35. 99.25 was my average short price on it, and we rode it all the way down. I think the last cover was around 98.62, and it even went lower. It went all the way to a low of 98.16. But either way, it was a good trade. If we say that we're looking for a stock to pull back for a buy setup, we don't mind fading the stock as well on the open for that pullback buy as long as we can manage our risk accordingly. Potash, a stock that we're looking for the top side, that one actually popped up as well. But then you can see here trying to break out this nice little bull flag. Went up a little bit from 41.95 to 42.8, but it trapped some people that were trading that bull flag right here, and they got squeezed out. Nice little bull trap there, and it moved right back up. But stock is in play off the agriculture sector, having that news in it. We take a look at GME, GameStop, another stock that we mentioned here. Mentioned the fact holding above 22.75, look for weakness. Holding below 22.75, look for weakness. Holding above 22.75, look for buyers. Well, we held above that 22.75, and I mentioned this morning in the room, look, guys, we're holding the opening price. If this thing holds below 22.93, then 22.75, you can get some selling pressure. But at the same time, it's been holding the opening price for the session. So you can see what they did here. They shook some people that were looking to get short the stock below the opening price. They shook them into the short side and then washed them right back out, as you can see on the 5-minute chart. All right, so that's a couple things you got to be careful of. You always want to wait for that confirmation. All right, and you always want to make sure that if you're taking that trade for that little momentum move down and it goes down and pops immediately back up, well, you have to get out for a flat or a small loss and reevaluate the trade. All right, you can see the 15-minute chart of GameStop. Nice little shakeout there on the 15 that put that hammer in, and then it's been off to the races since then. I didn't trade this one to the long side, but if I was trading it to the long side, if I was watching it, I would have been long over this little bar high and put a stop below 22.93 because we did mention the fact that it was trading the opening price, and that was the key level to watch. So that's your inflection point. That's your nice little bull trap or your little bear trap right there. Pop up, back test for people that want to get involved. After they get more conviction that holds, smart money gets involved right here. And how does the volume look? Little volume spike right there. Then more volume spike again right here when it starts going back up towards those highs. And then last but not least, GG, Gold Corp. Wow, exactly what we mentioned. Gold Corp, look for a fade, look for a little bit of selling pressure, then look for a move to the top side as it was coming into some key levels on the daily charts. And you can see what this one did. Nice little hammer and move to the top side. And the gold mining stocks are looking a little bit interesting. I like how they were able to go back from negative to positive today on the miners. So we'll keep a look at that. So that's about it. Make sure you check out the website, wallstreettrading.com. Make sure you follow us on Facebook so you can see some of the stuff that we post, some of the trade reviews that we have from our trading room. And have a great trading day, guys. Cheers.